All right, we're rolling. Brian and Allison, take it away.
All right, so I know you guys have gotten a little flavor for GiveSignup. Basically what I'm here to do is to give you guys a little bit of context and beg you to please give us money. I think you'll do it willingly. So one of the questions that you want to ask, we're a pretty key vendor for some of you in that we process your money and we're kind of your e-commerce engine. And so there's definitely some concerns if I were to be sitting in your chair to wonder, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? What's it going to cost me, and et cetera, things like that. So when we look at our business, and I hinted at this, we are seeing significant growth in the donations, specifically kind of fundraising and donations, if we want to put that into one. And so our goal with GiveSignup is to generate revenue for nonprofits. And that's a very, I think, attainable goal because if you implement great technology for nonprofits, I think the money will come. And we're seeing that like with the returns on the Facebook fundraising. I would say it was a somewhat challenging project, but it was a relatively quick turnaround. So, and the ultimate goal for GiveSignup, once we start generating revenue for nonprofits, is to come up with tools and best practices that engage the supporters. And those supporters are going to be engaged, through events, probably initially, because that's what's going to probably get people through the door is our ticket platform. But ultimately, we hope to be able to offer nonprofits websites, a dashboard that's meaningful, that shows them a lot of insights. And so we believe that if we do this correctly, we can be one of the leaders in this specific space. And right now, I think our ticket platform is pretty doggone good. Bob believes that there's, as far as our research can tell, there's not anyone that is saying, hey, I want to offer a ticket platform with its pure intentions to help nonprofits sell tickets. A lot of them have mixed goals, so this will be the first one, we believe. So to kind of alleviate some of the concerns that you might have, or when I express them you might have, is that this is not a separate platform. This is based off the RunSignup platform. And some of the CRM tools, and Allison's going to get to show you guys that, is integrated. So if someone signs up for your race, your ride, your walk, your gala, you'll be able to have that level of visibility to that particular supporter. So we believe that in a year to 2 years, we're going to have a really, really great platform. And one of the things that we are not doing is, I want to make sure that it's clear, is that we are not taking resources from RunSignup and saying, hey, you people go work on GiveSignup. We are actually making additional investments into this. So you're still going to see continued improvement and investment in the RunSignup platform and the GiveSignup platform. So for example, Allison has transitioned from kind of interacting with customers to now being the product manager of GiveSignup. And we backfilled the previous position that she was filling. So we're not saying, hey, let's just have her do both. No, we need her focused on that. One of the things that we're learning, and this is very much a learning process, is we're trying to figure out our messaging. So I'm not an expert on nonprofits. For those of you that have been with nonprofits for a long time, definitely give us feedback on, check out the GiveSignup site, check out the pricing. So, our pricing model is going to be the same. So we're going to keep the same idea of no setup fees, no monthly fees, no subscriptions, things like that. And it's all going to be based off of either, if they make a donation, it's 4%, or it's going to be, if you check out with a ticket, it's the processing fee based off the cart. So we're not changing that at all. We hope that we can build a sustainable model, and we believe that we can off of that. So I'm going to kind of go over what we require. So this is only for nonprofits. I know for-profit entities are going to want to use this because it's going to have some specific things that you want. We're not here to service for-profit entities with this platform. Bluntly speaking, the risk profile on it is beyond what we are willing or able to sustain. So we want to work with 501c3s that are in good standing. We are going to be using GuideStar, which I'm thinking just about everybody here that's associated with it, as a resource to help us find information about your nonprofit. We're looking for, I believe Kevin shared silver rating. Is that what we're give or take looking for? We're looking for revenue greater than $50,000 a year, and we want less than 75% of the expenses to go towards salaries. We want a picture of the check from your bank account. We want your last 3 months of bank statements. It's like, oh man, that's a lot. Well, the reality is that we're taking a lot of risk, and we want to make sure that we're going to give you a lot. Look at what's on the side over here of what we're giving you. Just for example, how much money would you pay for a website? We're going to give it to you for free as long as you meet our requirements. Now, with that all said, there are going to be some exceptions. If you're an existing nonprofit with us and you're not meeting every single checkbox, we do not want to make you mad and turn you away within reason, right? If we catch red flags, and maybe you're not even aware of them, maybe it's a friend that you're not aware of, but we're going to try to work with you if you're an existing customer, but we also need to make sure that this is exclusive for nonprofits. But because what we can't do is continue to invest what would generally be profits that would be distributed to the owners, which is all of the employees, and then end up having those profits go out the door to shady entities who cancel events. And because again, we're on the hook for that stuff. A lot of people don't realize how much risk that we have at times when people cancel events. It ruins Sue's day. Look at her. Sue would be she's one of the red flags that we have come across is single person nonprofits. If any of you guys have been in the space a long time, you know exactly what we're talking about. It's like it's a 501c3 in name only and not in mission. And part of one of the things that we're going to rely on is recommendations and referrals from the people that we work with. Obviously, you guys don't know everything that's going on, but you know in your community who's doing the good work, and help us, because that's going to be important to keep the fees low. So in return for all of that, we're going to give you a website, a fantastic ticketing platform. We've cracked the door open with Facebook. We're hoping to, kick that door wide open. We're going to, make additional investments into a much, much deeper CRM where you can do targeted messaging and reporting. We don't see an end in sight to this project. We see, in the next 10 years, our goal is, if you look at where RunSignup is now, which many of you guys are heads probably spinning from all the information we're giving you, we hope you feel the same way about GiveSignup. So at this point, Allison said last time I went on too long. I'm going to hand it over to you, Allison.
Okay.
Is that better? Is it shorter
Sure.
for you?
Just to talk a little bit more about what we require. So your GiveSignup, RunSignup logins are the same. So if you are a RunSignup customer, you have a login, you can use that to create your ticket event, your donation website. Steven built in some logic so that when you create your payment account, you'll be able to link any existing 501c3 payment account to that ticketed event. When you do that, it's going to go into our review queue again. And our credit and finance team is going to be doing a secondary check on your nonprofit to make sure that your nonprofit's in good standing and everything. If we require any additional information, we'll ask. But we do have that secondary level approval for everyone. If you don't have a 501c3 payment account on RunSignup, you'll be prompted to create a new payment account. And that payment account will only be allowed to be a 501c3 payment account. The way that we're keeping this super free is that it is a self-serve platform. We're kind of taking that same self-serve mentality behind RunSignup to GiveSignup. When you go to our new GiveSignup website, you'll see that we already have a blog and we already have a full support section. You'll be able to go in and find really detailed how-to guides on how to set up your ticket event, how to create your donation website, how to use your nonprofit dashboard. So we already have a lot of that content out there. We'll have links to webinars. We'll be doing pretty regular webinars on how you can set up your ticketed event, just so that everyone gets a chance to kind of go through that process. It's familiar, but it's a little bit new. So I'm just going to go more into each of the features that we have on GiveSignup. So with ticket events, each ticket event that you create is going to have a free SEO and mobile optimized website where you're going to be able to easily sell tickets to your supporters for all sorts of events, whether these are your charity galas, your golf outings, your spaghetti dinners. You're going to be able to cultivate your donor pipeline by offering one-time and recurring donations during ticket purchases, also standalone donations that can be made on each of your event websites. And we have all of your favorite promotional tools from RunSignup built or coming soon to your ticket events. So I think I showed this during the opening, but we do have a lot of features that are already built for your ticket events, both on the front end and the back end. So you still have that same easy-to-use dashboard where you have full control to manage, update, report, and do your ticket event. So the free event websites are really nice right now. They give you beautiful landing pages where you can sell your tickets, accept your donations. In the coming months, you're going to see us add menu items, custom content, and put cover pages onto these event websites. I think that this is really important. A lot of nonprofits' websites will have a list of their events and a simple event page. By giving your ticketed event an actual website, you're creating a brand for it that's tied into your nonprofit. It adds a lot of legitimacy to your events, and it's really nice to have a full website with all the information that your attendees need to know. The marketing that you can use with our cover pages is really nice to increase attendance. And we see this as being really important. We really do think that every event should have its own website. And with our free subdomain support, you can keep your branding even on these individual event websites. So the quick buy options on the front event website let your ticket purchasers buy their tickets in seconds. So they can simply click the little buttons to indicate how many tickets they want and go right to the checkout page. It makes the whole process really smooth. One of the really nice things that we have, and I've heard some early compliments about this, is the ability to organize ticket options. So instead of just having a huge page with all of your options, we have that functionality to group them together. So this is a screenshot from the Sunflower Days event, and that takes place over 10 days. And within each day, there's multiple options for the time slot when you would be attending. And so by organizing it like this, it makes it easier for ticket purchasers to not go overwhelmed by seeing hundreds of choices. We really can slim that down, make it easier for people to find the ticket that they want to buy. The integrated one-time and recurring donations are really nice. With the Sunflower Days event, we've seen a really high percentage of people that are actually making a donation when they purchase their tickets. We make it super simple to add, whatever your donation levels are. We also have the checkout donation capability for ticket events. So if you are a non-donor, when you're buying a ticket, you still have the option to tack on $1 or $3 or $5 at the end of your ticket purchase. And easy to use dashboard. So what's coming for ticket events? Really, this is a really functional piece of technology. If you have a charity gala coming up, a golf outing, or you're friends with a nonprofit, I really do suggest that you try setting it up on GiveSignup. I think we can really help you manage your event really well and increase the donations that are tied to it today. But we do have a lot planned that's coming soon. So the big things that are going to be coming are the ability to do custom questions in addition to the standard information collection on your attendees. We're going to be adding custom content and menu items to your event websites, putting cover pages in to give you that beautiful landing page. We're going to be adding the ability to do imports. So if you have offline ticket purchases happening or offline donations being made, we'll give you the tools to import those into your ticket event, just like you guys have in races today. We'll be adding the ability to have a standalone store. Right now, the store is only available in the ticket purchase path, but soon we'll have a standalone store that you can put on your event website, sell your merchandise year-round. We're going to be adding more functionality. I've actually been seeing GitHub tickets come in about dumping your ticket purchasers into the CRM so that you're able to create lists and then take actions on those lists, whether that's to send a discount code to them or to just send a plain email to them. By July 26th, we're going to have a check-in app for tickets. It's really nice. If you see our intern, Phil Quinn, walking around today, you can ask him for a quick demo. The check-in app will not just let you check in a ticket purchase, it'll also allow for partial check-ins. So if the Bickle family buys 4 tickets together and Bob and I go together, they can check the 2 of us in and then check my mom and my sister in later when they arrive. So it's going to look really similar to the race check-in app. It's built off of that same technology, so we're again, this is an example of how we're able to leapfrog and move very quickly with development. And then the other thing is we'll be putting the sales tax automation that Kevin's going to be talking a lot more about later today into your ticketed events. So we'll be collecting and remitting sales tax on behalf of your nonprofit when it's applicable for ticket sales, for merchandise sales, so that you don't have to worry about that. In the long term, we are going to be looking to redo how we do memberships on RunSignup and on GiveSignup. And I think that's going to be really beneficial and give a lot of flexibility and power to nonprofits in how they not just engage with their supporters, but how they reward them and turn, an attendee or a participant at a race into a longtime supporter and advocate for the nonprofit and for the mission. I really want to bring donation discounts into tickets. So that functionality that Brian was going over in Quick Hits, where for a race, you can say if you make a $100 donation, you'll get a $25 discount on this ticket or on this race registration. We want to bring that to tickets. We eventually want to be able to link a fundraising campaign to a ticket event so that your attendees and supporters can not only make a donation, but you can also tie a fundraising campaign, fundraising goals, fundraising minimums to a ticket event that you have going on. And then, of course, we really are excited to eventually get to our next gen volunteer sign-up and management platform. So donation websites, talked a little bit about what you can already do. They're nice. If you're currently using RunSignup to accept donations outside of your race, you're just leaving a race website up year-round, you can set up a donation website today. The huge benefit is you can get recurring donations, which is really nice. And over time, we're going to add a lot more functionality to that donation website, so you'll be able to kind of grow along with that. What's coming for donation websites? This graphic shows basically our development process that we're going to build out for functionality. So right now, we have donation websites. And those can be your nonprofit's website, or they can be a donation page that you link to accept one-time and recurring donations. But we're going to add the functionality to become a fundraiser for your nonprofit from these donation websites. So anytime I want to, I can go to your donation website. I'll be able to set up a fundraiser. I'll be able to create my own goal. It will be branded with your nonprofit's, color scheme, mission, logo. Your nonprofit will be able to pre-fill text, and then I'll have the, ability to add my story to that fundraising page. The other thing that we want to do is create fundraising campaign websites, and I think this is a little bit different than a donation website. A donation website I see as being something that's open all the time with no end in sight. A fundraising campaign is for a specific purpose, like a targeted purpose, and it may or may not have an end date, but I see this as being your Giving Tuesday campaign, or a drive to get furniture for a school classroom that you're furnishing. So within your fundraising campaign websites, you'll be able to track your top fundraisers within that specific campaign. You'll be able to track the top fundraising teams within a specific campaign. People will be able to donate or become a fundraiser on that specific fundraising campaign website, and that will all roll up to a specific fundraising campaign's goal. The nice way to tie it all together is to bring that fundraising campaign website and the intelligence from it and feed it into your donation website so that your donation website shows the total from all of your fundraising campaigns and all of your individual fundraisers in one place. And that donation website could also feature all of your upcoming races that you have. It could also feature all of your upcoming ticket events. And we're going to give you a lot of powerful ways that are super simple for you to just click on, and then automatically they're going to be updating because they'll be fed by the data and information that's within the GiveSignup RunSignup system. So eventually, these donation websites are not going to just be able to be used for your nonprofit's website or to accept donations, but they're also going to be your place for your fundraising campaigns, for your DIY fundraising. And I think one of the reasons that a lot of nonprofits are going to like this, and not just nonprofits that are familiar with RunSignup, is that we are going to keep the 4% processing fee for all of this, and we are going to do the free Facebook Fundraiser API integration for these fundraising campaigns. And that's a really nice deal, to get all these free features and the ability to do a lot of free and really powerful fundraising on Facebook in one place. So I also wanted to talk about Run, Walk, Rides, because this is why we're investing in GiveSignup, and this is why we have a lot of nonprofit customers. And these are the people that we're going to be listening to in the coming months to figure out what our development priorities are on the GiveSignup side of things. But I mostly just wanted to talk about what's new on RunSignup for nonprofits and what's coming in the next several months. So with the cover pages that we recently released, this gives your Run, Walk, Ride a lot of flexibility to feature your nonprofit, to feature your mission, This is one of our submissions from the cover page contest. And they've used that banner image to add an extra call to donate, to feature an image of the nonprofit that they're benefiting, and to promote that messaging that's like very visible right when somebody goes to the event website to sign up. And so cover pages can not only be used to communicate your race's information, they can also be used to incentivize people to donate or to become a fundraiser on your nonprofit's behalf. We're going to be adding more data-driven components to race websites. So with your cover page right now, you have a lot of cool stuff you can do. You can plug in really nice, beautiful photographs from your events. You can highlight your videos. We're also going to give you things that are powered by the RunSignup database to feature on your website. And this is one example of what we'll be coming out with in the next week or two that lets you feature your top fundraisers and your top fundraiser teams right on your cover page. So you'll have the flexibility to turn on this data-driven component to show your top fundraisers any place on your cover page. You can put it right at the top. You can feature it in like a little small square. You can highlight it in a banner image. You'll have a lot of flexibility with how you display it. And that's a really nice way to recognize your fundraisers, to encourage fundraising competitions that you have. And yeah, I think this is going to be really nice for all of our fundraising run walk rides. I think one of the long-term things is to create specific registration paths. So instead of giving people the option to become a fundraiser while they're signing up, maybe you want to have that be a really clear, specific path that they go down so that they're deciding right from your race website whether or not they want to join a fundraising team, become an individual fundraiser, or just sign up as an individual. And these specific registration paths are not just going to be for fundraising, it's also going to be for groups and teams. And I think it's something that we're going to be working on for a long time and coming up with specific registration paths for different things that races want to feature. The other really exciting thing, of course, we're going to keep talking about this, it's the Facebook Fundraiser API. Yeah, this is really big for us, and it's really exciting that we got to announce this right before we launched GiveSignup, because I do think it gives us a lot of legitimacy in the nonprofit space to be able to offer this to our customers for free. It has been really exciting to see the Semper Fi Fund. So they do their charity bib registration on RunSignup for Marine Corps Marathon and Boston Marathon, and their fundraisers have really high fundraising goals. I think their minimum is typically around $600. And they have fundraisers that are hitting closer to like $20,000, $30,000. This has just sped up the fundraising goal progress so much for them. Their fundraisers that have enabled this, Facebook says a number on average when somebody creates a Facebook fundraiser, they'll get around $150. It's been so much higher with Semper Fi Fund. And I actually think that's true with a lot of endurance events because it's not just a birthday. I don't know, like if somebody's doing a marathon or doing a race and they're fundraising for it, that's like a really big thing that they're actually doing. And I think people are incentivized to donate. Anyway, I'm really excited to see a lot of your races turn this on. If you do fundraising on RunSignup, go to your race dashboard today, go to donation/fundraising, find the Facebook fundraisers tab, and submit your nonprofit's Facebook page ID. Right now, it's still a manual process. You have to get manually approved by Facebook to have access to the API. The great thing is that they are currently working on figuring out how to scale access to their Facebook Fundraiser API, and they're kind of using us as their partner in figuring out the best way to do that. And so we are having weekly meetings. Yeah, it's fun.
It's amazing that Facebook is relying upon us.
Yeah, so Andrew Burke, who's the developer that actually built this functionality for us, he and I have a weekly meeting with the Facebook Fundraiser API team. We talk about the progress that we've made on development, any hiccups or issues that we've run into in terms of the API, integration documentation. And then we give a lot of feedback on onboarding nonprofits. How's it going? What are they finding difficult to understand? And it's been a really nice open communication and dialogue. And we're really excited that we get to be like their early partner in figuring out the best way to scale and open up this API. So to clarify who can use this, the Facebook Fundraiser API is for nonprofit races at the race level. So if your race is put on by a nonprofit, or even if it's a for-profit race that has like a single nonprofit that they are supporting, you are able to turn this on at the race level. If the nonprofit that's tied to your race is set up as a charity partner with its own payment account and its own charity partner dashboard, this functionality is not yet available. It will be available in probably around September. After Symposium, Andrew Burke is going to do version 2 of our Facebook fundraiser developments. So that will include expanding access to our charity partners. An example is like the Philly Marathon partners with AACR, and they are set up as a charity partner. So the Philly Marathon has their own payment account, registration fees go to them, and then AACR has their own payment account, and they accept donations directly from the Philadelphia Marathon. And so they are a charity partner, and so they will be able to take advantage of the API integration starting in September. The other way it'll be really cool is for races with multiple charity partners. They'll be able to offer it to every nonprofit. So Crescent City Classic 10K, they have about 25 charity partners, and they'll be able to say, hey, all of you can meet your goals really easily this year. Just turn on the Facebook fundraiser integration, and we'll have that available in September for them. So the nonprofit dashboard is how you're able to connect, analyze, export, manage all the data across your revenue generating sources on RunSignup. So I mentioned a little bit about what you can already do here. You can get your real-time data and analytics. You can use our advanced tagging to delegate user access permissions, as well as, to create the reporting that you want to view and export. So we're going to be putting CRM into the nonprofit dashboard, and what CRM is going to let you do is understand, increase, and engage with your supporters. So CRM is customer relationship management. It's something that a lot of nonprofits pay a lot of money for, and what we want to do is create something that's really great and that's free. And so what GiveSignup has is all of your data from your supporters. So the people who come to your races, it's going to have the data on people who come to your ticketed events, your charity galas. It's going to have the data on the people who fundraise for you, who donate to your cause, who volunteer for you. And what we're going to give you the functionality to do is to take that data and create lists. So for example, I can create a list and I can say, I want a list of everyone who has volunteered for me 3 times and who has donated more than $500. And once I have that list, I can take an action on it. So I can either send them an email and say thank you. I can create a Facebook ad to target them to do something on Facebook. I can send them a coupon for $10 off at my next run. Whatever that is, I'm able to send out an action to that group. And then what that group does, that targeted list, is they take an action. So whatever I want them to do, hopefully they're going to do from my action, which is sign up, it's donate, it's fundraise, it's volunteer for my nonprofit. And then the cool thing that we do is we give you these viral social marketing tools. So not only are we giving you ways to incentivize your existing supporters to sign up for your next event or to donate to your nonprofit, we're giving you things like referral rewards and Facebook fundraising integration and team functionality on fundraisers and swag rewards and referral rewards and drip campaigns so that you can incentivize your supporters to bring their friends and family to your next event, your next run, or participate in your next fundraising campaign. And then that is creating a virtuous cycle where your supporter base is growing and you're able to continually, intelligently, and for free engage with those supporters. So right now, a lot of you are probably used to this view. It's what comes up when you search for a participant in your race dashboard or at your partner dashboard, and it gives you a lot of intelligence about a person. It shows you how many events they've done with you on RunSignup. It shows how many times they referred a friend or family member to come to one of your events. It shows how much money they've fundraised, and it showed how much money they've donated. So by giving you these extra ways to generate revenue for your nonprofit, the amount of intelligence that you have on an individual is just going to keep growing. So you're going to see in this view how many ticketed events they've attended. You're going to see how many fundraisers they've created, how many fundraising campaigns they've participated in. It's really going to become your hub for information about all of your participants. I really like this drill down view because this is a really integral part of CRM. Nonprofits are, in a way, they're doing a business. They're selling their mission. They are retaining their supporters year after year to make them donate and make them come out to their events. Having this in a really easy to access, format that gives you so much intelligence is really powerful for your nonprofit. Because when somebody calls or emails, you can quickly search for them and you can understand exactly who they are, include that extra thank you, and just manage it really, really easily with your whole team. In the side here, we have notes, CRM notes, so your whole team can track interactions with individuals. And all of this functionality exists today, and it's just going to keep getting more powerful. So I've kind of gone over the future. These are short-term things. A lot of them are focused on tickets because that's what's really strong today, and that's what's going to generate processing fees for us, and that's how we make money. So in the short term, there's a lot of work that's going to be going to ticket events. At the same time, I know Alyssa is going to start working on building out the Become a Fundraiser functionality on donation websites, as well as dumping in some really cool features like cover pages to our donation websites. In the long term, we really do want to make this your hub for how your nonprofit makes money and how your nonprofit engages with your supporters. And we think that ways to do that are by improving the membership system, improving our volunteer system, and just continuing to add more power and functionality to the CRM so that you can really, really efficiently, intelligently, effectively engage all of your supporters from GiveSignup. So our website is live. It's up at givesignup.org. Brian and I are going to turn this over to you guys to ask questions that you have. If you want to chat with me more in depth, I'm around today. I might be busy doing some things, but you can grab me. And yeah, we're really excited to talk about this with you guys, and kind of excited to announce it at Symposium before we tell the rest of our customers. It's nice to kind of get your feedback. We're going to be asking you for feedback on this all day. It really helps us figure out how we can better position this so that we can make sure our customers are taking advantage of these really cool tools that we're rolling out for free for nonprofits.
Good job, Allison.
Thanks, Brian.
So before we take a question, there's only one or two little things that I wanted to point out. This is going to be the easiest one. If you go to GiveSignup right now, I was mentioning this to you guys last night, your login for RunSignup will work. So that's great. So you can start playing with it. You can make a private event or put it in draft mode so that you can get more familiar with it. So you don't have to have a separate login for the platform. Same thing with your participants that have done maybe potentially a run or ride or something with us previously. The same thing. It'll all work seamlessly. So I think that's important. And then the other one, this is not something that we have control over. You guys will be just as annoyed as we are. Facebook is not going to share who donated to your Facebook fundraisers. So that is not our rule. That is their rule. So
they believe in privacy.
Yeah, they believe in privacy. That's why I don't have it.
After $5 million.
All right. So now I want to make sure we cleared that because I know a bunch of you guys are going to be super excited about that. So question.
I have a few, but a lot of them probably specific to me. But a general one, I didn't hear anything on managing sponsors for ticket events through this. Is it work the same as RunSignup does?
It's not available yet.
Okay.
So there's probably about 100 things in races that you'll like to see in tickets, and they will eventually make their way over. There's also a bunch of really cool things in GiveSignup that will make their way over to races. So if you look at the GiveSignup, the ticket store add-on, that is next generation. On the run side, we have this store, and then we've got add-ons, and it's a compromise on both sides. and new ticket stuff. It's like the best of both worlds. So as soon as you guys try out the tickets, you're going to say, I want that for RunSignup.
It's going to take us a little time to get
and we'll
that.
get there.
Yeah.
So that gives everybody job security for quite a while.
Sponsors would be important for golf tournaments, galas, anything that I
We'll,
know of.
we'll get it
Oh,
done.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Just not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Text to donate, is that somewhere on the list?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to do it. I know.
And it's hard for some to implement with a big set of
I've been to a couple of those, and we have some really good ideas.
Yeah, so with text to donate, we're planning to build that on our own. We're not planning to integrate with another service, so that is on our pipeline.
So what is short term and like long term? Like where are like short term 1 to 3 weeks? Like you're that close? Or is it
Short term is more projects that take a day to a couple weeks, and long term are projects that'll probably take us, 6 months to forever.
So the list you gave on short term, you think in 3 months you have one of those?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Certainly by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just going to get ticked off.
It's also not comprehensive, and the way that we're going to do things is, we do understand we have some basic functionality that we're definitely adding, but what we're going to do is listen to feedback from you guys and figure out how to best prioritize the development priorities over the next, not just weeks, but forever.
I just got the sign that we have to leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Please go to givesignup.org and create a ticket event just to play with it.
All
Or
right.
for real.
Great job.